Alright, so I'm going to tell you about the musical chess. London version, to be more specific. Alright, so chess. Alright, it's basically the story of two chess playing champions. It starts with the story of chess, and just like as a prologue. And then it moves on to these people describing the place called Murano, which is where it starts and takes place. And I'm like, Murano. Anyway, so I'm making noise with my outfit. I hate clothes. Anyway, okay, Murano. And then it moves on to the chess-playing champion Frederick Trumper with his assistant Florence Vassi. And it's Florence and Frederick Trumper, and they're talking about how he is so mean to the Russian who he's playing against, and he's like defending himself, being like, well, he's a commie. What? Communists. Fucking commies. That's his face. The Russian. Fucking commies, basically. And okay, so then it moves on to the Russian, Anatoly, and Molotov, his assistant slash second. I don't know. In the version I was reading, it's like his second Molotov, but then he's talking to Molotov, and he's like, "Bring me my chess playing second. Bring me my second, so I can practice." So that's weird. And then it goes on. So they're talking about how he needs to win, and how Frederick Trumper is like going crazy. And Anatoly's like, no, he's not going crazy. You're insane. Don't make me underestimate him. And then leave. So then Molotov leaves, and Frederick has this whole song Where I Want to Be, where he's like, I'm doing everything I always said I would. I'm living my dream, but it's empty, and I feel like I don't know. He's just playing second I don't want to play chess. Right now, at this moment, I don't want to play chess. Which, basically. Okay, so then it moves on. I need a little bit of help. Okay. It moves on to the Russians talking about how these are difficult and dangerous times. And it's basically just reflecting the whole Cold War time period. It's a song that basically just says, we need to win, but these are difficult and dangerous times that can Alright, so then this guy, the Arbiter, comes on and just sings the whole song about how he's watching the chess game and making sure no one's cheating. It's a good song, it's very catchy. Oh, I'm the Arbiter, I know this good. It's good. It's a good song. A lot of these songs in here, like, they're catchy. But they're good songs, but like their storyline, storyline's a little meh. And then there's a hint of chess, and then the merchandisers. We are here to sell you chess. It's very chess tournament-y. It's like if you were going to a chess tournament, you would see these things. If you love chess and you went to chess tournaments, these would be the kind of things you saw. But if you're like an average American like me, you're like, or Londoner, I guess, you know, depending on what continent you're from. Okay. Then there's the Global TV Fanfare, which is the short little thing about, like, introducing the opponents. The chess game, which is boring in the concert version, because they just move chess pieces, and there's music playing. It's boring to anyone, because you can't really see where their chess pieces are moving, and watching a chess game in general is kind of for me, at least. Okay. Then there's, during the chess game, Frederick Trumper gets all angry and tosses the board. And then the Arbiter's like, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. And then there's the quartet. And I say this like it's all exciting, because that's one of my favorite musical numbers, the quartet. They're all like, no, he's cheating. And they're just like, arguing because they think that Trumper's cheating, Trumper accusing Anatoly of cheating, and Frederick marches off, so it's all left to Florence to debate with the arbiter, Molotov, and Anatoly about all of this. And they're in the middle of just debating this game. They're saying it's ridiculous how a civilized game like chess is going down like every other sport just to a model of decorum and tranquility. That's what chess should be, but it's becoming a battleground for ideology. And then Florence and Molotov have a discussion. I don't even know what that is. 1956, Budapest is Rising is a song all about how Florence, when she was a little kid, her dad, she's Hungarian. Okay, so Florence's dad is Hungarian, and he is fighting or whatnot. Budapest is like rising, and then Russia like crushes them and whatnot, and it's bad. So she loses both her parents when she's like 1 or 2 or something, and becomes an American refugee, or a refugee to America. So yeah, and then Frederick always like brings that up with her. When she was like 5, she lost her father. It's different in each version, but she's 5 in this version. So she still remembers her father, and she loves him, and she's like, damn, my life, I lost my father at such a young age because of Russia. So Frederick brings that up and like tries to stir all these memories and being like, your father would be so upset with how you're acting right now. Like, you just want to help out the Russians. And she's like, how dare you? And then she sings the song Nobody's on Nobody's Side. Or Nobody's Side. And basically how she's not on anyone's side. She's just fighting for herself. And she's not on the Russian side, she's on the side. No one's on no one's side. Everyone fights for themselves, basically. Then there's a mountain duet where she's trying to talk to Anatoly and be like, no, Frederick really does want to make a truce with you. He really does want to make this better. I wish he were here. Shit, where is he? And Anatoly is like thinking in his head like, she's cute, huh? Oh, now she's so sweet. How could she ever be a spy for them? I mean us. Yeah. And then they start to talk, and then they fall in love. It's a very quick like attraction, kind of thing, you know? And then Frederick shows up and is like, how cute, how adorable, what pretty plotting. And then he gets all mad and blows up at Florence. Who'd ever guess it, daughter in collaboration. That's my favorite part of it. Came up by the third degree. Where's Daddy? Dead or in the KGB. Then Florence, after the second chess game, it comes down 5-1, and you have to win 6 games. It's 11 games, and you have to win 6 of the 11 to win. And it's come down that Trumper's only won 1, and Frederick has won 5. So Trumper's like, it's all over. There's no way I'm gonna come back from this. So, Florence he gets all upset and says it's all over. Florence quits. And by the end, Florence is with Anatoly. And Frederick is upset. Like, my life sucks. And then Anatoly decides that he wants to go to England and defect from Europe. And Florence is with him. It's cute. It's a cute song. And by the end, they're like, you're leaving Russia, and then Anatoly's like, I can't leave. Like, I'm not really leaving Russia behind. I can't. It's where I'm from. But these countries are tearing each other apart, and I can't be in the middle of it anymore, so I'm just gonna go to England and live life there, even though I'm leaving my entire life behind in Russia. And that's the end of Act 1.